Hey everybody, it's Edwardo here with your Saturday estimates update of this wonderful DraftStream game. Guess who's back? Back again. It is the Bird. Jay-Bird just taking the ball and running away and hiding with it. 50-point lead on himself. And then, even on top of that, a 17-point lead between second and third, of which yours truly is still hanging in there for dear life. Look who we have in the top 5. Idemo! Our boy Omid, Ilchi, what up? In there with on track for what could be his first cash, but Gamble 24x7, G24, the homie, has something to say about that. Just a point and some change behind. Even Ring Balls is in there in 6th, just a few points behind that, and Lil Stevie, Parfait DM, only 10 points behind that. A lot left to be decided. Maybe except for first. I mean, Jay-Bird really took the surge momentum behind Mosul and ran away with it. 95 in Google user score, 7.4 in IMDb user score. That combined bumped it from, I think, somewhere in the 70s up to 99.60, almost 100 points. In a week where 100 points is hard to come by. Look at that. Our average, well below the season average, well below the overperforming weekly averages the last 3 weeks. Matter of fact, only 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 titles are over 100 points. What a as opposed to, say, last week where we had 12 or 13 titles at 100 points or over. So this is definitely a down week, and Jay-Bird is flapping his wings. So let's see. Well, first let's check out the perfect call sheet. See what perfection looks like first. 1,366 points, so that is actually just a little less than 30 points. Actually, about 33 points off that pace. And yeah, Mosul had to have it. I mean, look at this ridiculous value here. 7,300 gets you 139.44 points for your headliner. And I mean, even a day player, 5,900 gets you almost 100 points. So you had to have Mosul. Probably, if you had an optimal stack, you're probably doing well here. Now we have the somewhat rare, or recently rare, 7-2-1 headliner day co-star day player construction. We haven't seen that in a couple months. Our most expensive title, our most expensive actor on the slate, Kaylee Cuoco in The Flight Attendant, coming through at 151.13 points. And in this case, you're paying for points, not for value. And yeah, The Flight Attendant was fun. I've enjoyed it. They dropped the first 3 episodes on HBO Max. I think everybody's got that now, right? Yeah, I don't know anyone who's just like standalone HBO or HBO Go. Actually, I think they killed HBO Go. But yeah, they dropped the first 3 episodes on HBO Max, and they'll be debuting new episodes weekly now, every Wednesday, I think. Oh wow, they already got 112 pictures up. Okay, so well, first of all, I mean, I don't have any real. It's an excellent series. I'm enjoying it highly. The Draft Mom enjoys it. Kaylee Cuoco looks incredible and they're doing a great job with with a really. Technically, it's a bit of a hard role to play, only because as you've seen in the trailer, she wakes up. She has basically a one-day stand with a guy. Wakes up next to him and he's dead in her bed in a Bangkok hotel. She's a flight attendant. And this right here, Zosha Mamet plays her best friend, a lawyer, Annie, back in New York, and you know, she panics and kind of like flees the scene, cleans up a little bit, and tries to hide her involvement and all the fallout, both internationally and domestically, from there. First of all, they actually looks like they went to Bangkok, so kudos to them. Looks beautiful. And it's technically a difficult performance for her to play because she's having, even though we see Michelle Huisman, fake Dario from Game of Thrones, and also from Treme. If you're a Treme head, you might. She's great in this actually, as one of the flight attendant supporting characters. And these are the FBI agents who are hot on Kaylee Cuoco's Cassie Bowden's tail. The hard part about this is that even though she's the guy's dead, Michelle Huisman, she has these frequent there you go, fake Dario. She has these frequent scenes with him where she's trying to figure out what happened and just who he is, because she didn't really know this guy except he was some random rich dude with from money in upstate New York or actually Westchester County, New York. And it's just wild because he's dead, but she's having these full-blown conversations in her head with him. She's trying to convince herself she's not, cracking up. She's not going crazy. But he's so far been in every episode, mostly episodes 2 and 3 as a dead guy. So I don't know. It's interesting, and it's kind of hard because it's kind of hard when you're playing to nothing half the time. Like half the time you see her talking to him, half the time she's talking to herself. There's a lot of pacing going on. It's kind of hard to make that stuff seem natural as an actor, And her character, totally flawed. Drinks like a fish. Drinks like her body weight in ounces every day of alcohol. So she's got a lot of problems. I mean, it's really, and it's a lot funnier than I expected, which of course plays into her to her acting chops as far as having been on The Big Bang Theory for like a decade. But she's really good. She looks great. Her wardrobe is unusually great. I mean, it's unusually good. Like, she's a flight attendant. Flight attendants don't make that much money. I promise you. I know a flight attendant. Shout out to Drina if you're watching or listening. And her whole wardrobe, when you consider that she lives in New York City, has her own apartment, no roommates, lives in New York City, no roommates, has a great wardrobe, and drinks like crazy. I just don't understand how she affords anything. So anyways, I really enjoy The Flight Attendant. Highly recommend it. First 3 are out on HBO Go. Check it out over this extended holiday weekend if you can. So and Uncle Frank Headliner Stack and Virgin River Season 2 chugging along. Right now, our high water mark for a score this weekend. So how did the bird stack up? Well, he's got a 3-pack of Mosul, which puts him ahead of the game. Princess of the Row 3-pack, which actually dropped some. It was, I think, around 110. It kind of came a little bit down to earth, 101.05. Still pretty solid. You're actually meeting value here as a headliner. 13.3 into 141.47. Yep, 10.6x value. Our goal in this game is to hit at least 9.7x value. So, well done right there. The Mystery DB Cooper. Nice. And I watched that. I think I covered this on Wednesday. I was watching it as I was constructing the call sheets. And yeah, or the master call sheet. And yeah, it's pretty good. It leaves you really confused, but pretty good. A headliner stack of Uncle Frank, and he does have exposure to Virgin River. Very clutch. And so what about his second call sheet? So not enough Mosul. So it looks like that one extra Mosul actor is going to keep him above the pack. Now, insert coin is interesting. It's missing a review or two, because I think this would be higher. I only had 9 people check it out. Virtual theaters, so you kind of have to be searching this out. Virtual theaters, as a reminder, is video on demand where the proceeds go to a designated small theater operation that you designate. So for virtual theaters, you really kind of have to know what you're doing, what you're looking for. So it may not get as much coverage as we'd like. I don't know. Princess of the Row 3-pack, Mystery DB Cooper. I like it. And then Virgin River. So basically swapped out some insert coin for a Mosul actor. And we've seen mine real quick. I don't have a shot, I don't think. I've got no Mosul. I've got an optimal stack of Princess of the Row. the haves and have-nots just doing its thing. And yeah, unless DB Cooper picks up some more, and let's see if there's any room to grow for Mystery DB Cooper. So Mystery DB Cooper is missing a Google user score. Now, I don't know exactly how they get their scores together. So it shows, have you watched it? Yes, I've watched it. Maybe if enough people click have watched it, maybe they'll open up a mechanism for us to rate it. Because right now I see no way to rate this title. I just don't. Otherwise, I probably would have given what I do, 7? Yeah, I would have given it like my little 7 rating or whatever, and see, or 70% or whatever, see if that stacks up. Oh, actually, you know what? I think they do like it or not like it, so it's a binary choice. So I think maybe if more people like myself see it on HBO Max, there it is, HBO Max again. If enough people click they've watched it, then maybe they'll pop up with, did you like it or not? Something like that. So I don't know. Maybe we'll see that by the Monday update at the latest. So yeah, I feel like unless DB Cooper let's see what happens with DB Cooper. Let's say maybe people are old like me and really interested in what happened to DB Cooper. Let's see what, say, an 80 does to my score. Okay, I'm back in the game. I'm still trailing. I'm not catching Jaybird. I'm just not doing it. I think he's got DB Cooper blockers as well, so maybe we can go up to 95. And yeah, not catch. Actually, that looks like it ended up helping my second call sheet more, but I'm still not catching Jaybird. I'm still not. Oh hell, Gamble 24x7 could use some DB Cooper love. So yeah, I've got no shot. This third, I mean, maybe I can hold on to third. I feel like that's gonna slip even by tomorrow's update. But yeah, I've got no shot. Idemo. Our boy Omid. What's up? He's got exposure to Mosul. Well done. He's got exposure to insert coin. Happiest season headliner stack. Now, that's an interesting title as well. I watched it last night. It's surprisingly good. It's extremely corny. Like, it goes in on like corny situational comedy, but it's pretty good. I mean, and mostly because of the performances. I mean, Kristen Stewart's fine. Mackenzie Davis is really, like, her character is really annoying. Harper. And it's one thing, especially with watching Industry this weekend, crushing the rest of that, and I'll probably talk about that on next week's extended Cinema Draft podcast. You can't trust a Harper, man. Harpers are shady ladies. But I think the supporting cast, Alison Brie was great. Mary Holland steals the show as Jane. Just overly earnest, just kind of happy to be there, in everyone's face, with like wanting to hug everybody. Just she's extra, but in all like the nicest ways. Extra. What did she say at one point? She's like, "I don't have a secret, but I'm an ally." She's just so earnest. It's really great. Mary Holland's great in this, and even though, and everyone's talking about Aubrey Plaza's character Riley, everyone's kind of trying to ship the wrong relationship, right? I mean, you kind of know. I mean, it's a rom-com. You know how it's going to end even before it begins, but you kind of want Kristen Stewart's character to end up with Aubrey Plaza's character. I don't know. It was very charming. Dan Levy's great as erstwhile book agent. I really enjoyed it despite some of its flaws. I gave it an 8. And so I actually see there could be some room for this. I think buzz is kind of going around about this movie. It's on Hulu, so it's widely distributed. Let's see, let me see if there's any room for it to grow. Happiest season. Well, Metacritic is what's holding it down. Maybe you might get some. I think you could see this get up to 90 on the Google user score over the weekend, and maybe a 7.5 by Monday. So I don't know how much that's going to do, but it might be enough to get any slight uptick. Might be enough to get it it over me in third. Even still, as far as the money goes, Omid, you are currently third place in the money. 10 whole American dollars PayPal to you. So I'm rooting for you, buddy. And then G24, the homie, just a point behind. And yeah, DB Cooper was his optimal stack, and he could definitely use some love right there. Let's take a look at a call sheet from someone I didn't cover in last strategy pod, and that's Red X Factor, aka my girl Deborah. Sorry, Deidre. I'm tripping. Deborah's my cousin. My girl Deidre. Red X Factor. Let's see what's working and what maybe not be working for her call sheets. First of all, a lot of money left on the table, and she went with some extra Fat Man. And Fat Man looks like it's underperforming with critics, but people seem to like it. Yeah, critics hate it, audiences like it. And I'm actually tempted to. I think I might cover this in the last pod. The setup seems interesting, so I think I'm in on Fat Man. Finding Agnes doesn't debut till Monday, so that is cutting it close. We probably won't get a score out of that until final results. Hillbilly Elegy, Hillbilly Elegy's fighting back. Critics hate it, audiences like it. Just the pure push-pull that this game rewards the audiences. So we'll see how that turns out. December doesn't seem like it's going to get reviewed widely. And yeah, so just a bit of a sample plate of titles. Not going to be good enough to score this weekend, but appreciate you coming in with 3 call sheets. It's awesome. I like it. And Brown Baby, where are you, Mom? Brown Baby. Bottom half. All right, so let's see what's going on here, Mom. The Draft Mom in the bottom half of the pack again, and she made her optimal stack around Black Beauty. I see. Hillbilly Elegy looks like it was a punt, but not a bad punt. 5,500 getting you 92 points. That's not bad. And it seems like there still has some upside. People are watching over the weekend, and audiences are rewarding it. Audiences are rewarding it. Wow, can't speak right now. Princess of the Row, slight dip in that. Saved by the Bell is getting savaged. This is your weak link, mother. And you know what? I mean, I don't know if you could have told or not. I didn't put much Saved by the Bell on my call sheets. Maybe I did it for salary purposes, but man, I mean, it got a 14? And then a co-star Rosie Perez of the Flight Attendant. Rosie Perez is quite good in this too. I love the Rosie-assance, the Prez-assance, the Prez-assance. There we go. The Prez-assance, Rosie Perez coming back, getting more high-profile work. She's good in this. I like her. Her character's kind of shady. You know, kudos to Rosie Perez and the Flight Attendant. But yeah, what were we looking at? Hold on. Saved by the Bell, right. Saved by the Bell getting crushed. 14 Google. I mean, how is this critics like it better than audiences do? I mean, 5.5 at IMDb isn't burning up, it isn't, tearing up the world or anything. It isn't like, setting anyone's eyeballs afire, but man, this 14 from Google user is tough. I mean, you might have to get into like some of the comments on that. I mean, why do they hate it so much? That's wild. And this looks like the original. That's the original. Saved by the Bell reboot. Oh, here it is. Selena Gomez fans slam Saved by the Bell over kidney transplant jokes. First of all, why are you joking around about a kidney? That's like, I mean, what are you doing? Now it's down to 13% since it's been registered. Wild. Let's audience reviews. 22 audience reviews. One did not like The new ones. No reason. Oh, that's swearing on the show. Oh no, they've got swears. Disgust and then respect Selena Gomez. Okay, I see it. Oh my god, these actors actually really need money. Selena Gomez. Okay, so Selena Gomez stands are coming out and review bombing this. I guess we couldn't have seen this. Oh, nope. That was next week, so can't see that. I guess we have. I mean, could we have seen this coming? I don't know. Wow, that was unexpected. Unexpected. So there you have it. Now, low ball, real quick. We're going a little bit long. My apologies. The low ball, perfect call sheet. Heaping Helping Stardust. 35.40. Definitely one of the lower scoring, performing titles in DraftStream history. Saved by the Bell. Definitely making up the salary you need. And then Buddy Games. Yeah. And we are still locked in. Well, as predicted, Jaybird and I locked together for the low ball. Gamble 24 at 7. Got bumped up a little bit. What bumped him up again? Well, I thought it would be Saved by the Bell, but it looks like maybe Super Intelligence went up a tick. But anyways, you know, actually Stardust went down further, and we just have more Stardust. That's what it was. By Jaybird and I having identical call sheets and loading up on Stardust. 5-pack on Stardust right here. 6-pack on Stardust, sorry. And also Saved by the Bell getting Savage too. That dropped even lower, and then Headliner Stacks or Day Player Stacks is Super Intelligence. Yeah, that's what it is. And right now, Jaybird is closest with the first tiebreaker, 77%. He's only 2% away, and I think I went 85. Yeah, so he's 2% away, or from the first tiebreaker score right there. So right now he is winning that tiebreaker and the $15 bonus for lowball call sheet of the week. So he's going for the money sweep, y'all. Stay tuned. Can he win first? Can he win second? Can he win the lowball for a total of $90 of the $100 prize pool this week? A roaring comeback after taking a week off. Find out Monday with our final results pod sometime after 12 p.m. Pacific time. You'll get your email Sunday updates sometime in the evening because, of course, football. And thanks, everybody, for playing. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I'll be back on Monday with the final results and a fresh new talent pool of which you took a very quick peek. All right. See you all on Monday, everybody.